Right then, I thought I'd have a little bit of a chat about strumming and orchestration, if you like. And what I mean by that is that rather than just like whacking your way through a chord, just being a little bit more selective, so that it brings it to life a little bit, and it creates space, and it also kind of tries to emulate what you might be hearing in a piece of music that you might be trying to play just on an acoustic guitar. So let's take an example. Very, very generic strum. Down, down, up, down, up. So many songs have that. So really the only thing, that I'm suggesting that might be something different to do in there is, rather than just bashing it out, so let's say that we went. So I've gone low, low, high, high, low, high in terms of the strings that I'm accenting, which takes it away from. Now that's alright, but you don't want just this blasting thing of volume from the very get-go of a song, otherwise you're done, it's like you got nowhere else to go. So if we kind of be a little bit dynamic about it, and it allows a little bit more space. And of course I'm playing it quieter as well, I'm playing less strings, but the very thing is that we're trying to be dynamic, and we're trying to allow ourselves the ability to have a crescendo in what we're playing. So that's one example, and all I'm doing is I'm treating the guitar like an orchestra. So here's the cellos and the bass, and here's the violins and the violas, and I'm conducting it with my pick. So I'm saying which of these strings, orchestra instruments, let's say, for the sake of this conversation, that I want to sound in there at what point and what time. Yeah, and that allows us to have that sort of thing happening. So here's a song I've been teaching someone, and my kids love this song, and Soft Guardians of the Galaxy, and they really set it in the soundtrack brilliantly, I think. But it's Hooked on a Feeling, and this is the second verse part, yeah, and so that's the first two lines, really, lyrical lines, vocal lines of the song. And played like that, it allows me to bring it up, because, if I just start off going, it's like I got nowhere else to go. So if I'm a bit dynamic, just like bashing the heck out of the chords. I'm just trying to be a little bit selective, show a little bit of finesse in terms of volume. I don't want to be too overly loud at the beginning, because that leaves me room that I can build on stuff. Yeah, so it's just a little thing to consider in terms of dynamics and how to build excitement within a song or a part of a song. Is that don't throw it all on the wall from the get-go, because then you got kind of know where to go. So if you hold it back a little bit and be a little bit strategic in terms of the notes you're playing, the low notes or high notes, etc., it doesn't have to be too rigid. It's just a matter of thinking, how do I orchestrate the sound out of these chords that I'm playing?